Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for 2024, the year. We're just going to jump right in here. You have this armadillo spirit says set healthy boundaries. You have this mouse spirit says tend to the small things. Literally every single person has had something about making sure to tend to the small things. I don't think this is a bad thing either. I think that really the universe is asking everyone to keep things simple and to focus on the simple stuff, and I think that'll be great because, just keeping things simple will keep things simple, right? And that's what I would do. Yeah, you even have the Eight of Pentacles. Your reading is a little bit different than everybody else's, as always. I think that it's more talking about you being diligent, making sure that you're not missing things. But I also feel like I kind of feel like you are being diligent. It's like you are focusing on doing things at work. I feel like you're focused on, important tasks and things like that. So yeah, even going this way, Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work. It says that the work that you're doing is leading to a result. So, I kind of like this. I think that you're working hard like everybody else. Again, seems to be a hard work year where people are like wanting to work hard or are working hard just in general. And it could be because you're getting results or you're finding success. So, I kind of really like this for you. You have the Ten of Cups, the Death card, and the King of Wands. Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty or, good things happening after a difficult period of time. But again, this could be love. You have the set healthy boundaries card. And you end with the King of Cups. You have the Empress here. You have the King of Wands, Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor. You even have the Five of Pentacles. And you might be saying, Chris, the Five of Pentacles is a bad card. But the Five of Pentacles is showing up in the area of the good stuff. So that would tell me that you're coming out of the cold. That, you could be getting attention or you could be attracting a person or something like that. So if you want love, looks really good. It does seem to be like just a happy year as well. So even if you don't want love, seems to be like there's more happiness. Again, I'm not going to say things are going to be perfect because I doubt it this year. We're in a time of chaos. There's going to be things that happen. But, it's like, as I tell everyone, you control your own reality. So, focus on the good stuff. You have the Death card. Death is a card of a transformation. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be undergoing some sort of transformation or there is a transformation that is happening in your work, it looks like to me. And this is very good. You're like getting attention for your work. Like, look, Eight of Pentacles, head down, nose to the grindstone. Three of Pentacles, card of quality work. And these people are appreciating the work that he has done. And then you go to the Star, which is like being a star. So whatever you work on, if you want to get a raise or a promotion, this to me looks like you're getting the attention to get a raise or a promotion. If you work in social media, you have this Leo card that says shine on it, so it's definitely an amazing, and you have the Empress as well. And the Six of Wands. These are all cards of attention. I tell everyone, Pluto going into Aquarius. Pluto is going into Aquarius now. It's going to retrograde back into Capricorn this year, 2024. And then it's going to officially move into, Aquarius in November of 2024. So depending on when you're watching this year or next year, if you're watching it in 2023. But what I would say here is that it's a time of attention. Get as much attention as you possibly can on whatever it is that you want. We're talking about positive attention here, not negative attention. I think the easiest thing to do would just be focus on being an inspiration, focus on living your best life and even if you're not living your best life, focus on creating it, doing whatever you can to make that happen. And if you do that, you will be very successful. So, there you go. That's all I would focus on. That King of Wands, I feel, is just your energy showing up in this reading. You're showing up in like a strong position. With the Ten of Cups here, you have this acquisition card. So this is my fancy couple card. It's like my power couple card, kind of like the Emperor and the Empress. So I definitely feel there could be a person coming in for you, someone very fancy or like a very solid connection if you want love. Definitely is this year in general has, everyone has had something about love, which is unusual. Like the past few years the readings haven't been like that focused on love. With the Death card, you have this Drama card. Could say the death to drama. I'm pretty sure in your last reading, like your December bonus reading, I think it was, I was saying something how you've learned something about drama or people that cause drama. I think this is something that has been like a lifelong lesson for you where you've had to learn like, oh, I can't have these certain people in my life because they cause drama or, whatever the case may be. So, that's what I feel there. I feel like you're kind of removing the drama. With the King of Wands, you have this Discovery card. This card is Mercury and Sagittarius, so, it's like you're in your element of discovery, wanting to discover new things, and, I feel like you're just open to discovery. I should have gone here, but, you have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is like walking away from things that no longer serve you, And it's also being open to discovery. It's like he's walking into darkness. He doesn't necessarily know where he's going, but he knows that he's walking away from something that isn't right. There's a missing cup right here. So he knows he can have true fulfillment. He knows he can have more. And, that's kind of like what I feel for you, is that you can have more. You have this spider card. It says, be meticulous and patient. You have this mystic circle card. It says, your abilities will be enhanced. Yes. And another card that says meticulous, right? I literally said that the whole thing about being diligent at the beginning. So I think if you're going to make mistakes this year, they're going to be the tiny little ones. It's not, trust me, as a person who makes a lot of little mistakes, it's never like the big important stuff that I personally forget. It's always like the tiny little things that are a major annoyance to figure out, right? I always miss that stuff. And so, I feel like this is saying pay attention to the details, especially if you're working on important projects. But I also feel there's like a lot of success coming in because you are, it looks to me like you are being diligent. You are putting in the work. You're working towards standing out or getting attention, or you're just working. This could just say that, you are putting a certain level of importance onto your work, like you're actually caring about it because you do care about what you're doing. And that is probably shining through. That is something that stands out to people. So it's like you're putting in work into things that that matter. I also feel that there could be love coming in for you, and this could be a person who really wants to work on a team. So again, it does seem to be a really good love year. You have the Eight of Cups, and again, I don't know. I heard lifelong lessons on this card, like I just said a minute ago, and I don't know. I feel like you've learned that you can't allow certain people into your life, or maybe you've learned the energy that surrounds that type of person, and so you avoid that energy in future people. Like whatever the case may be, I feel like this is a growth moment for you where you have done a lot of growing because you're, again, understanding like who you can and can't have in your life. You're understanding like who you can and can't work with, and all that other stuff. So it's kind of what I feel is going on there. You have the Six of Wands. Again, like I said, this is crazy amounts of attention, right here. The Six of Wands is being celebrated because he's been to war. He's done something difficult, and now he's come back victorious. This person here is like jealous. So, it basically says if you have haters, that means you're just finding more success and you're becoming more successful. So, I really feel that your light is triggering people's demons right now, and I would just ignore it, plain and simple. There is nothing that you need to do. But I feel you're finding a lot of success here, Sagittarius. Definitely looks really good to me. So let's see. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have this excitement card. A lot of like this positive energy, excitement. There's enthusiasm, optimism in this deck, the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. And so I feel there's like a lot of excitement around the work that you're doing. I would make sure that you are doing things that you are excited to do. Like don't do things that you hate. I think that'll make your life a lot harder. I think it'll just get in the way. So I see a lot of success here for you just in general. With the Eight of Cups, you have this organization card. Again, every single person has had this card or like a card. There's like a million cards in this deck that all basically represent organizing something. So again, I would keep things simple. I really feel the message from the universe for the collective message is to focus on things that are simple and not complicated. I said to someone else that I think when we're in a difficult time, like it looks like a really good year, but again, we're in a time of chaos, so I want to stress that I don't think it's not going to be all sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns. But if you put the work in, you could make it sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns, right? But you're going to have to put the work in to do that. And I said to someone else that it's like, I think when we're in a difficult time, then we just assume that the solutions have to be difficult as well. But we can choose to not make them difficult. We can choose to find simple, organized answers to the things that we're doing. One of my favorite books of all time, I literally have it right here. It's very easy to read. It's called Obvious Atoms, and it's literally all about being obvious. I just summarized the book for you, right? But people ignore the obvious answers. People ignore the obvious solutions, and that's what that book is all about. It's all about how people ignore the obvious because it's obvious, because they think, oh, someone's tried this before, or oh, someone's done this before, because it's the simple answer. But we usually make things too complicated, not too obvious, right? And so I kind of feel that here where it's saying like, go to just do the obvious solution to anything that you're dealing with. With the Six of Wands, you have this vision card. Yeah, I think our vision is very important. Your vision, as in what you focus on. I feel you need to focus on exactly what you want. And I feel you need to maintain your vision and like nurture it and put work into the things that you want to create or manifest. into the world. And if you do that, I feel you'll find a lot of success. Next, you have this Leo card and this Taurus card. You could be attracting a Leo or a Taurus. You also have Pisces here. What was this again? Taurus again, twice. So, could be any sign, general reading, but are you kidding? There you go. I've been up for days, so I don't know why that's going off. But, what I would say here is that you have the Empress, which is also Taurus, and the Empress is all about nurturing something into existence or cultivating something. So if you have something that you want to work on, I would just start taking those small steps to make something work. If you do that, I feel there will be a lot of success in what you're working on. But again, something really needs to be treated like a garden, and that's how I would treat it with the Empress. The Empress is a lot of abundance and success. But again, she's got this wheat in front of her, and you have wheat right here on this organization card. So I would stay organized, keep it simple, but I would also just put nurture the things you care about into existence, water them, fertilize it, feed it, whatever that means for you, just take care of it and start improving whatever it is that you work on every single day, and that's what I would do here. So, I feel there's like a lot of abundance coming in for you. I also feel you're very attractive at this time. Doesn't matter what gender you are, but I'm telling you right now, this right here, it's like, all eyes on you, Sagittarius, is really what I feel this is saying. Like, you could be getting a lot of attention this year, more than anyone else. No one, everyone has had a lot of attention this year, don't get me wrong, but you have like more. So, I would get the attention. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, he's showing his work. He's done a good job. It's literally a card of quality work. He's also gone above and beyond. There's a fire triangle at the top, and there's a water triangle right here. The water triangle kind of just represents a little bit extra, just having done just like a little bit more to make something a little bit more special. And so, I feel like you're finding success through going above and beyond. And again, paying attention to the small details. Like I said, I think it's those small little touches that are going to make all the difference in what you do. You have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is like a knight in shining armor. So I feel like someone could be sweeping you off your feet at this time with the Knight of Cups, and there could be a lot of positive attention coming in for you with the Knight of Cups. I also feel this could be love coming in for you, clearly. It could be a water sign. I don't know that it is a water sign, though. It could just be a person who's like very open emotionally. That's just what I feel. I would lean more towards Earth, if anything, because you have Taurus like 10 times in this reading. But definitely Knight in Shining Armor. Definitely someone you find attractive. Definitely someone that you're going to clearly want to be with. And this person, either you or them, it's like either you are pulling a person out of the cold or someone's pulling you out of the cold. Like someone is making you feel like love can happen again or something like that is what I'm getting. So let's see. With the Knight of Cups, you have this eccentricity card. This person could be eccentric for sure. Definitely could be unusual or different in some way. And so I kind of feel that for some of you where it's like this person could be eccentric or different or, they just could have a different way of being, With the Three of Pentacles, you have this isolation card. I feel like you're coming out of isolation, or you could be getting a lot of attention or something like that. And again, like I just said, how funny is that? This lady is pulling this guy out of isolation. I literally said here that it's almost like there's someone who's either pulling you out of the cold or you're pulling them out of the cold. So that would be good. I'm also getting socializing here. So, some of you could have a person that you are socializing with or a person you will be socializing with. And this person could be pulling you out of the cold or, getting you more, giving you more attention or something like that is like what I'm getting here. So I kind of feel there's like a lot of attention in, like a person is trying to get you into public, but this could be like a friend is what I'm trying to spit out here, or someone that's close to you that's trying to put you out into the world. So there you go. I even think like you could have a person or a friend that's like trying to get you on social media. Like maybe you have some sort of talent, gift, skill, or ability, and there's a person who's like, oh my God, we got to share this with the world. And I feel if that is true, that is going to go very well for you. With the Empress, you have this concentration card. I feel like you are very concentrated at this time, clearly. You have the Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles to that Star card. The more, the Star says the more focused you are on your North Star, which is, the big goal, wish, or dream for your life, your purpose, whatever you want to call it. The more focused you are on that, the more successful you will be. So, again, I feel like concentrating, staying focused is going to be really good for you. Next, you have this Bear card that says strength and resourcefulness. You have this Teeth card that says control and change on it. And so I do feel that there is like a positive change that's coming in for you. And it's because of your strength. Remember what I said something on that Eight of Cups about, it's like, I feel like you've learned about energy for the past few years. It's almost as if, like, let me put it this way. It's almost as if you have learned that there are certain people that you cannot be around. There's certain energies you cannot be around. There are certain energies that you do not do well with. And I feel like you, because you've learned that, it's almost like you're getting a reward with this Star card here. It's almost like the universe is like, you've worked with the energy, so now you're prepared, and so now you're going to be successful. It's almost like that's what's going on here, and I love this for you. I also feel like there are blessings. I do have the word blessings popping into my head here. I do not really consider this Star to be a card of blessings necessarily. Like, it could be, but again, I don't really necessarily consider it that. I do feel there are blessings coming in for you, but I think these blessings are like moments where you see what's possible for yourself. She is pouring this water onto the land, and that water's coming from the pool of universal consciousness. And it basically says what's possible for one person is possible for you. And I think that's what's happening here, is the universe is like showing you what is possible for your life, and it's like expanding your life in a big way. You have the King of Cups here. Definitely someone very attracted to you. This person is definitely eccentric. Could be an Aquarius as well. It's showing up as water, but, it could be like an Aquarius because you have that Star card. Could be any sign. General reading, right? But whatever it is, I don't care, right? We shouldn't be focusing on sun signs anyway, since sun sign compatibility is BS, plain and simple. I've seen it a million times where it's like two people who are should work out, don't. I've seen it the other way as well. Two signs that don't work out that do. My parents, for example, and some jackass said the other day said, Taurus and Leo, my parents have been married forever, and they said just because someone's been married forever doesn't mean they're happy. I'm like, I'm sorry that you have such a miserable view of relationships. My parents are very happy together, so get over yourself. Number one. Sorry that I'm right and you're wrong, right? But what I would say is, again, don't focus on the sun. Just focus on finding a good person. How about that, right? And, I definitely feel this is a good person, definitely eccentric, and, there you go. You have the Five of Pentacles here. Five of Pentacles feeling left out in the cold. I feel like either you or both of you or one person in this situation has been left out in the cold, and it's like one person is pulling the other person out of the cold. And that's what's going on here. And this is showing up in the good stuff. Five of Pentacles also says focus on your strengths, not on your weaknesses. So again, also showing up in the good stuff, I feel it's saying that you are focusing on on things that are working in your life. You're not focusing on things that are not working in your life. So let's see. With the Five of Pentacles, you have this friendship card. Yeah, I feel that. Remember, I said something about a friend pulling you out of the cold. I literally said that just 2 seconds ago. So there you go. I feel like there's like a friend or someone is trying to make you do something, and I would actually do it, is what I'd say here. Like, I would never say that you have to do anything you don't want to do, right? But I kind of feel like there's a friend in your life who is like encouraging you to step into the limelight, to shine, to get attention. Could be a water sign friend. It could be anything. I feel like they're encouraging you to take bigger risks and put yourself out there, and I would do it. You're not going to want to do it, but I would do it. With the King of Cups, you have this control card. It's like the World card of accomplishment. I also feel you could be attracting someone who is very much in control. They could be controlling, but not in a bad way. That word does not have to be a bad word. This person could just be very much in control of their emotions. Could be a Capricorn as well. And, that could be what stands out to you. The King of Cups is in control. He is sitting in choppy waters, but he doesn't care. He just focuses on what he can control, and that's it. And so you could be attracting a person that's like a good form of controlling. With the Star card, you have this Harmony card. Could be a Libra as well. But I feel no matter what, that the Star even is a card of harmony. It's a card of hope, faith, and renewal. So I feel for a lot of you, you could be attracting, a person, that's really kind of brings a lot of harmony. You could be bringing a lot of harmony into your life in general. You have this Dragon card that says, beware of self-delusion. Keep things simple, right? I don't think this is good or bad, this card. I think it's just saying, make sure that you don't think things are going better than they are. Make sure you don't think things are going worse than they are. Like, trust the evidence is what I'm getting here. You have this January card and this cane. It says, pay attention to your health. Every single person has had something about health, so I would just make sure you're staying healthy, and that's it. Plain and simple. You have this unicorn card that says, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Yeah, your intuition is leading you in new directions. The interesting thing is like, I feel that some of you, it's like I see these little attachments to your past where you're like, oh, if I stop doing this, then I won't be able to connect with my past anymore. I feel like there is some truth to that, but also it's like you're moving towards a brighter future as well. It's almost like, it's almost like when you, like if you like quit drinking, for example, it's like maybe you spend less time with friends who drink. And, but really, it's not like you're leaving them behind. It's more just like you're leveling up, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying you have to quit drinking. Someone is always offended whenever I say that. I'm like, I don't care. Drink half a gallon of rum every single night. You're not going to hear any complaints from me. I'm just using it as an example. You have this fly card. It says a period of ill health and depression. Again, these cards are a little bit more negative. So again, this reading is amazing. And what I would say here is like one card does not make the reading, but, I would definitely watch out for any, people who are disappointing. And you have this other card that says rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. So it could be a person that is causing this, is what I would say. Yeah, you have this boot card. It says increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. You had this card with me in your last reading as well, I'm pretty sure. It's almost like there's like little tiny things that you could do. The whole entire reading said this, that really aren't good. It's really not going to be much more effort, but it's like if you do it, it's going to make all the difference in the world. I don't have a good example for you. It's like, like the original thumbnail, for example, I'll just use this one that I had for these 2024 readings. It was just something quick that I threw together that I didn't try very hard on, right? The difference between that thumbnail and the thumbnail that's on this video right now that you clicked on is, a big difference, right? But the first one was orange in color. I made this one orange in color. Not really that different, but it's like the effort, the design, everything, much more thought out. Like I put much more time into thinking it out. That's what I mean here. It's like they're very small details, but big difference. And, that's what I'd be focusing on here with the boot card, is like tiny little things that kind of open big doors, right? Small hinges swing big doors, or whatever the hell they say. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words today. I can never talk anyway, right? But, yeah, there you go. Looks really good. Thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your year.